Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today we are talking about the Modular and Base Retaliator. So what do I mean by that? The Retaliator has become the first ship to be sold in modules. And until Monday the 17th of August, you can purchase a Base Retaliator empty of modules. So no torpedo bays in the front or rear. You can, however, purchase the individual modules for the Retaliator once you have the base Retaliator, or to add to your current Retaliator if you've got a previous version of that Retaliator. And the flavours of modules that are available are Living Space, Dropship Bay, Cargo Bay, and Torpedo Bay. And those modules will fit in the front slot or the rear slot in your Retaliator. You have two slightly different slots available to put those modules in, and they do differ from what bays and what modules you can put in them. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. The base Retaliator is available for $150 excluding taxes, but it does come with lifetime insurance, the VFG hanger, and 2 pieces of hanger flare. And that is going to be until Monday the 17th of August. It basically comes with everything it originally did, that Retaliator, excluding the torpedo bays. It still has its turrets, it still has its engines, it still has its shields, but it doesn't have anything in those large bay slots, front and rear, where torpedoes used to be. So you're still getting the 2 TR5 engines, loads of thrusters, there's 2 TR3 thrusters, 6 TR4 and 12 TR1, and all that engine and thrust is needed to propel and manoeuvre this beast. You're getting that 128 cargo units of cargo capacity, the size 5 power plant, which can have a maximum of size 6, and the size 3 shield. Remember that there have been some changes, and they've talked about some changes in the way that the larger ships will work with shields and stuff, so suffice to say that this size 3 shield is going to be larger than the size 3 shields we have in AC 1.1.6 today. It has 5 size 4 man turrets, coming with 2 size 1 bulldogs on each of those turrets as stock. All of these stats and systems will all get changed and rebalanced, but it's important to remember that you are getting the full Retaliator just without those modules, the 2 main modules in the middle that had torpedoes. You're still getting all those shields, you're still getting all those lasers, still getting all those gun turrets, all that jazz is still there. So let's talk a little bit more about the modules available. So these modules will fit in any Retaliator, not just the base one. They also come with lifetime insurance, but the base model and these modules are all on concept sale, meaning they're not yet hangar ready. But they are likely to be changed when you want to interchange those modules when they are ready via either the holo table or the website once they're done. The Living Space module available front and rear, your home away from home. The front and rear living quarters turn your Retaliator into a miniature hangar, complete with space to make your own. Standard equipment includes retractable dining table, holo screen, personal storage area, and drinks machine for the front module, or sink, personal storage area, 2 couches, retractable table, and holo screen for the rear module, but can be configured to your specifications. Both living spaces are available for $25 excluding taxes. The cargo module available front and rear. Replace your bomb bays with cargo. Each option, front and rear, includes the ability to add 20 standard cargo units of freight and an independent lift platform for maximum loading speed. The lift platforms lower to the ground for easy loading and can be raised and lowered from either the station on the platform or from the ship's interior. Both cargo bays are available for $25 excluding tax each. The Dropship module available in the front only. Get ready for amphibious assault. The Retaliator's Dropship module has seats for 12 troopers, complete with safety harnesses, 2 heavy weapon racks in the middle of the lift. The outer ring of the bay serves as an armory, including 2 grenade ammunition cases, 4 rifle racks, 2 side amp racks, and an energy recharge station for all standard power armor. The Dropship module is available for the front slot only and costs $75 excluding taxes. The Torpedo Bay module, standard equipment for most UEE military Retaliators. The ship was designed to mount 2 torpedo bays. The front bay carries 4 torpedoes, while the rear bay adds 2 more. So the front bay holding 4 torpedoes is available for $75 excluding taxes, and the rear bay holding 2 torpedoes is available for $50 excluding taxes. So you can mix and match those modules. Living space wise, I'm not sure what the in-game benefits or mechanics are going to be behind them. We're likely to see that in the Q&A on Friday, but more about that later. It could be very well that you can only have a certain amount of NPCs up to a certain level without having an extra living space for them, or maybe it allows you to travel further or interact with something that gives you more information or gives you some sort of bonus or something, or maybe it's just somewhere to look pretty and look out a window. My current favourite loadout looking at this though is a rear torpedo bay and a dropship on the front bay. The idea of transporting a group of marines for boarding and capturing enemy ships, or just any ships that disabled in the verse, really speaks to me, and having those large torpedoes to help support just seems sensible. Someone turns up in a Connie, couple of those big torpedoes, bye bye Connie. This means that you could have 18 people on your ship if you went for that loadout. 12 marines, 5 gunners and a pilot, all with actual tasks. They're all going to be part of the battle. How cool is that? But remember, you don't need to buy any of this, it's all obtainable in-game. I have purchased a base Retaliator but with no modules, and I'm going to use my Retaliator as a makeshift mini gunboat until I can afford modules for it in-game. Yes, I bought one because I'm weak. There are more Retaliator modules in the pipeline, as the mechanics behind various persistent universe roles begins to take their final form. We will be developing additional modules to support different jobs. These include cryostasis pods for bounty hunters, medical equipment, recharging stations for Titan armor. Big Titan armor. It doesn't actually say that in that excerpt, I just added that. Salvage equipment and more. Stay tuned, your ships are getting more versatile. Also, there could be other modules too at some point. I love the idea of an E-War module, or mapping or command room, scavenging claw setups, that sort of stuff all sounds cool to me and is possible to be included in the future. To me, the base Retaliator is very much like the Constellation Taurus. It is a stripped down Retaliator. It hasn't got any of the bells and whistles. In fact, all those modules have been taken out. Now, you can add those modules later. You don't need them now. If you really want a Retaliator, it's probably worth grabbing one now. But you can always get it in the verse, and you can always wait. There's no rush. That lifetime insurance is a nice little perk, but it's not the be-all and end-all of the game. It is worth waiting if you don't know, or if you haven't made up your mind yet. On Friday the 14th, CIG will release a Retaliator questions and answers, which will be linked in the description here, and any corrections will come on screen if there are any. This will help clarify possibly what the living quarters do and that sort of stuff, and is well worth a read if you are still on the fence about buying a Retaliator at this stage. Remember, other ships will be following suit too. Some may go available in base models, totally stripped down like the Retaliator, whereas some might just have modules released for them to swap and change. You should only purchase ships to support the game, and if you're in love with that ship. Don't purchase a ship for an in-game advantage because you may be disappointed. Wait for a ship you really love the look of before purchasing anything. And you only need to get a starter package to get into this game. You can get one of the cheap starter packages that will get you the game and Squadron 42 when it's released, multiplayer, jazz, and a ship, and you can get everything you need in-game. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching and listening. It's very appreciated. You take care. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help me, and I will see you in the verse.